Today, we're going to talk about something that sounds like it's straight out of a science fiction movie, bionic babies. What are they? How do they work? Why are they important? And most importantly, what does this mean for our future? We'll answer all these questions and more, so stick around. Remember, we're going to keep things simple, so even a 5-year-old can understand. So, let's dive in. The concept of bionic babies, or growing babies outside a human womb, is not new. It's been a topic of speculation and debate for decades. But it's only recently that we've seen significant strides in this field. The term bionic babies refers to the process of growing human embryos outside the human body, in an artificial womb. This is made possible by advancements in medical technology and our understanding of human biology. The idea is to replicate the conditions of a natural womb as closely as possible. This includes maintaining the right temperature, providing nutrients, and even mimicking the sounds that a fetus would hear inside a mother's body. The concept of bionic babies is not just a scientific curiosity, it has the potential to revolutionize the way we think about reproduction and human life. Firstly, it could provide a solution for women who cannot carry a pregnancy due to medical reasons. For instance, women who have had their uterus surgically removed due to cancer or other complications could still have a biological child. This could be a game changer for many women who thought they could never have children. Secondly, it could help prevent complications that can arise during pregnancy and childbirth. Every year, around 300,000 women die from pregnancy-related complications, according to the World Health Organization. With bionic babies, we could significantly reduce this number. Furthermore, it could potentially help countries facing population decline. Countries like Japan, Bulgaria, and South Korea are struggling with low birth rates, which can have serious economic and social consequences. With the ability to grow babies outside the womb, we could see a significant increase in birth rates. Lastly, it opens up new possibilities for studying human development. Currently, our understanding of how a human embryo develops is limited because it happens inside the mother's body. With an artificial womb, scientists could observe this process in real time, leading to breakthroughs in treating genetic diseases and conditions. The benefits of bionic babies are numerous and far-reaching. For one, it could eliminate many of the risks associated with pregnancy and childbirth, making it safer for both mother and child. For instance, conditions like preeclampsia, which can be life-threatening for both mother and baby, could be avoided. Additionally, it could provide a solution for couples struggling with infertility. Infertility affects about 10% of women in the United States, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. For these couples, an artificial womb could offer a chance to have a biological child. Furthermore, with the ability to monitor the baby's development closely, doctors could detect and treat any potential issues early on. This could lead to healthier babies and lower healthcare costs in the long run. For example, conditions like congenital heart disease, which is the most common type of birth defect, could be detected and treated before the baby is even born. Moreover, the artificial womb environment could be controlled to ensure optimal conditions for the baby's development. This could potentially lead to better outcomes in terms of the baby's health and development. But like any new technology, there are potential dangers and ethical considerations. For one, there's the question of whether it's right to interfere with nature in such a profound way. Some argue that pregnancy and childbirth are fundamental aspects of the human experience, and we should be cautious about altering them. There's also the concern that this technology could be used for nefarious purposes, such as creating designer babies with specific traits. There's also the risk of unforeseen complications. While the technology may be promising, it's still in its early stages, and we don't fully understand the long-term effects. For instance, could growing up in an artificial womb have psychological effects on the child? Could it affect their ability to bond with their parents or other humans? Lastly, there's the issue of access and inequality. Will this technology be available to everyone, or only to those who can afford it? This could potentially lead to a situation where only the rich can afford to have bionic babies, leading to further social inequality. Moreover, there's the question of regulation. Who will oversee the use of this technology? How will it be regulated to prevent misuse? These are complex questions that will require careful thought and discussion. Let's look at some of the current developments and innovations in the field of artificial wombs and bionic babies. One of the most significant advancements in this field is the development of the Biobag. The Biobag is an artificial womb developed by researchers at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. It's a fluid-filled bag that replicates the environment of a human womb. In 2017, the researchers successfully used the Biobag to grow premature lamb fetuses for 4 weeks. This was a major breakthrough and showed that it's possible to support life outside the womb. Another exciting development is the work being done by a team of researchers at the Eindhoven University of Technology in the Netherlands. They're working on a prototype of an artificial womb that uses a special fluid to support the growth of the fetus. The team received a grant of €2.9 million from the EU to develop this technology, and they aim to have a working prototype within 5 years. In Japan, researchers at the Juntendo University have developed an artificial womb that they used to grow goat fetuses. The team used a 2-chamber system, with one chamber for the fetus and another for the amniotic fluid. This allowed them to closely monitor and control the environment. In Australia, researchers at the University of Western Australia and Tohoku University Hospital in Japan have developed an artificial womb that can support premature lambs for 1 week. The team believes that their technology could be used to support premature human babies within 10 years. In the United States, a team of scientists at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia is in talks with the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, to begin testing artificial wombs on human embryos within the next 2 years. If successful, fully functional artificial wombs could be ready within 10 years. These are just a few examples of the exciting work being done in this field. Each of these projects represents a significant step forward in the development of artificial wombs and brings us closer to the reality of bionic babies. However, it's important to note that these technologies are still in the experimental stage, and it will likely be several years before they're ready for use in humans. As we move forward, it's crucial that we continue to monitor these developments and consider the ethical implications. The potential benefits are enormous, but we must also be mindful of the risks and challenges. The concept of bionic babies is both fascinating and controversial. It represents a significant leap forward in medical technology, but it also raises important ethical questions. We must also ensure that this technology is accessible to all, not just a privileged few. The future of bionic babies is still uncertain, but one thing is clear: it's a topic that will continue to spark debate and discussion in the years to come. That's all for today's episode of Future is Here. We hope you found this discussion enlightening. Remember, the future is not something that happens to us. It's something we create. So let's create a future we can all be proud of.